Hello everybody, I'm back again. I'm gonna leave again probably, but I'm back again and this is still Unchurched with Kanye. So hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time it is, wherever you are, and welcome to Unchurched with Kanye. So I disappear a lot. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying to just like stay on course and do this thing and share. My main thing is to sort of get my thoughts out and to share what I think about things, what I feel about things. And for today's video, I really wanted to talk about this thing that I feel like we all do before we make a decision, before we do something with our lives, and that is to think about what will people say? What will people say? I remember being this big and hearing the people, especially the women in my life, my grandmother and my aunts, I remember them having huge problems, like big shit, like ending a marriage, like children dying, like all these things. And the one thing that will always come up is, what will people say? I remember when I started to think about how, oh, this gets said a lot. Um, One of the women in my families, they were going through a very difficult divorce and ending a marriage, and I remember her being like, I stayed because what will people say if I end it? And I became that person who would always think, what will people say? If I don't do something, what will people say? If I do something, what will people say? And to be honest, it's not a good way to live. It is so caging. It is not liberating. It is not being authentic. It is not being truthful. And I'm 34 years old now, and to tell you the, God's truth, God's honest truth is, I still get those moments where I'm like, what will people say if they knew about this? What would people say about me if this was happening in my life? And I really, in this process, like I always tell you guys, that I try my best to write down in my journal the things that I'm thinking about. And during that process of writing about this, I remember writing, I don't think people care. And of course, that second, when you say something, people are like, oh my God, and you get a few reactions. But I don't think they care enough to the level that we think they care. When I slow down, I think that people have their own shit, and that if people are so consumed with what we're doing in our lives, then they don't really have time to look in their own shit. And for me, if someone has an opinion about my life, or if someone spends time thinking about, I wonder why Kanyisa is doing this, I wonder how Kanyisa is going to do this, I wonder why Kanyisa decided to do that, then they don't have time to deal with the stuff that they need to deal with. And so that is one thing that helped me to sort of process that and to say, yo, Kanye, people don't really have time to care. And I think at a point, there's a level where we feel special being like, well, people care. People care if this relationship ends. People care if I leave the country. People care if I'm not straight. People care about the job that I'm going to choose. People will wonder why I'm changing my career. And I honestly, truly believe, to my very, 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 very core, that they actually don't, because they have their own shit to deal with, and they have their own things to handle. And if they're taking time out of those things, then that has nothing to do with you. Then they are ignoring themselves, and maybe a part of them feels good that they're not the only ones going through stuff. The second thing that helped me was to just think that whatever is happening to me is not happening to people. It is happening to me. And that sounds selfish. And I grew up in a culture where being selfish was wrong. But I'm going to say, every time I would say me, this is happening to me. This is my experience. This is my joy. This is my pain. This is my success. This is my failure. It is not processed. It is not experienced. It is not felt by anyone outside of me. And to really respect myself and to really think about myself, I have to put what everyone else thinks and know that Kanye said this is happening to you. And so whether people react to it or not, it doesn't really fucking matter. It's your journey, it's your story. You handle how you want to handle it. So that really helped me as well. And so, what am I trying to say in this video? I really want to ask all of you, some of you, most of you, to really try not to think so much about what people have to say about the choices that you make. Try to get to a point of authenticity and actually just freedom to live in a way that is true to you. My I just thought about my girlfriend. Her thing is like, if you're not paying my bills and you are not fucking me, then you have no opinion about what I do with my life. I love it. It's just like, you paying my bills? Do we have sex? Then nah, boo, go handle yours. And that's really helpful. Clear my mouth, I talk too much. But I think it's really helpful, and I hope that it helps you guys, because every single day we make decisions, whether small or big, we do. We make decisions, and I really want you to get to a point where you become a tiny bit, and depending on a decision, maybe a whole lot big, selfish, and stop thinking about what people say, and free yourself from that. And that is all I have to say about what will people say. Follow me on Instagram, Kanye Samnyaga. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Unchurched with Kanye, also Kanye Samnyaga. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on all these things. And yeah, I have exist in the way that you choose to be without the pressure. Subscribe. Yo. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Bye.